This episode was brought to you by Skillshare. The Binturong looks like a mix between a bear, a cat, and a monkey, but they're more than the sum of their weird-looking parts. Hi, I'm Danielle, and you're watching Animalogic. The Binturong, or Bearcat, is found in Southeast Asia. They are members of the viverrid family, which makes them the close relatives of civets and genets. Though, based on their appearance, they look to be more the drunk uncles of civets than anything else. Civets and genets look like a hybrid between a cat and a ferret. They're quite adorable, graceful, and elegant. On the other hand, the Binturong stumbles around like it's doing a perpetual walk of shame. And when you hear what it gets up to, you might think that it is. A big contributor to their disheveled old man look is their coloring. Their fur is black and peppered, or salted, I guess, with white, giving them an aged look, while their whiskers are white and very wiry, not helping their cause. Binturongs live in the lowland jungles of Southeast Asia. They are arboreal, yet unlike their agile cousins, they don't jump from branch to branch, and instead will climb all the way down to the jungle floor when they need to switch trees. This is interesting because they do have a large prehensile tail. It's about as long as their bodies, and it's oddly reminiscent of a giant anteater's tail. Their hind feet have an interesting adaptation for climbing. Their third and fourth toes are joined. This gives them better leverage when grabbing branches. One possible reason for their lack of jumping is the fact that they're quite large, weighing up to 20 kilos, making leaping from branch to branch more challenging. While they are in the carnivora order, they are omnivorous and will eat a wide variety of meals. Basically, anything that they can catch. They'll eat birds, lizards, rodents, eggs, but the majority of their diet is made up of fruit. In fact, they eat so much strangler figs that it's through Binturong feces that strangler figs primarily spread their seeds. Binturongs also have crushing cheek teeth, which is an indication of a frugivorous or fruit-reliant lifestyle that is quite rare amongst civets. They have large, sharp claws used for climbing and for defense. When threatened, they can become very aggressive and will defecate, urinate, growl, bite, and maul as necessary. All elements in a good fight. To communicate with other Binturongs, they'll use a series of screeches and growls. They also use their large, wiry tail to communicate by shaking it or making it stand up to communicate aggression. Binturongs are primarily active at night and in the early morning, with full moon nights seeing the most activity. They are highly solitary animals and don't often meet outside of mating. Females have the ability to delay embryo implantation, meaning that they can mate year-round, but she'll time the embryo implantation so that the babies are born between January and March. Possibly the weirdest thing about Binturongs are their scent glands. These exposed glands are located next to their genitals, and they'll use them to leave scent marks on everything that they sit on or rub up against. Sometimes they will even pee on their large bushy tail and use it as a brush to mark trees in their territory. But the weird thing is that it smells like popcorn. The reason their scent glands smell like popcorn is because of a chemical reaction present in their glands that is also present in the making of popcorn. It's called the Maillard reaction. This chemical reaction, sometimes called the browning reaction, is the same one that occurs when cooking meat, making bread, or in a lot of other cooked foods. Binturongs, however, have a bacteria in their intestinal tract that is responsible for producing this delicious-smelling compound, which they use to communicate. So if you're ever around a Binturong and you smell popcorn, just remember, you smell their genitals. Binturongs are a vulnerable species, and their numbers have declined by 30% over the last 18 years. One of the main culprits is poaching. They are killed for their meat and skin, as well as captured to be sold in the exotic pet trade. But the major reason for their population loss is habitat degradation due to deforestation. The forests that they live in are being knocked down at increasing rates to make room for the palm oil industry. Not only do they eliminate critical Binturong habitats by cutting down vast stretches of forest to make room for palm oil plantations, but during the logging process, they build roads into otherwise inaccessible rainforests, making it easier for poachers to drive in and pick off any Binturongs looking for a new tree to climb. But the good news is that you can help. Many of the problems facing different animals seem impossible for a single person to help make a difference. But with binturongs and the many other species in Southeast Asia whose numbers are drastically declining due to increased demand for palm oil, you can make a difference with your purchasing decisions. Palm oil is found in a lot of everyday products, and some of the biggest contributors are soap and shampoo. So next time you're shopping, look for products that are certified palm oil free or contain sustainably sourced palm oil. If there isn't a certification on the bottle, check the ingredients. They tend to mask the word palm oil under lauryl or laureth sulfates. You don't have to drastically change your lifestyle to make a difference for binturongs. And switching your shampoo is a way to send a message to companies that you're not okay with habitat destruction. If you'd like to learn to draw a binturong or any other animal, you should check out Drawing Delightful Animals in Photoshop, a course on Skillshare. The course is taught by Stephanie Pfizer-Coleman, a children's book illustrator. In it, she guides you through the process of bringing your favorite, adorable animals to life through illustration. You can follow the course using just a pen and paper, or you can use Photoshop and a tablet like me. You'll learn how to use reference photos to learn the animal's basic anatomy, proportions, and then how to exaggerate those features to make them as cute as possible. It's a really fun course. Skillshare is an online learning community with over 20,000 courses, and if you're interested in learning to draw animals or really anything else, it's the place to do it. With Skillshare's premium feature, you'll get unlimited access to all of their high-quality courses, which will really give you the edge you need to get started learning to illustrate. If you want to support Animalogic and learn something cool on Skillshare, follow the link in the description and sign up for 2 months of Skillshare for free. What animal should I check out next? Please let me know in the comments and be sure to subscribe for new episodes of Animalogic every other week. If you want to watch a time-lapse of the drawing from this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our new channel, Animalogic by Design. Thanks for watching! Palm oil and...
Palm and oil.
Yeah. Oily palms.
I think it's hairy palms.
Ooh, gross.